everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will be talking about my experience with Mount Elizabeth Orchard in Singapore. Some of you may not know that I already had a baby and she's in her 10th month now. And then the reason I'm sharing this video because I thought that it will be beneficial to the parents out there to see, to know what is going to be, especially for first-time parents or any parents that had baby before and wants to try this medical institution. Now, I know it's not the usual videos that I'm sharing in my YouTube, but I'm gonna start a series about pregnancy, delivery, postpartum related to this topic. Before we begin our video, I would like to give a little bit of background why I chose this hospital. So previously, I have my gynae in Paragon Medical Center in Singapore, and once I found out that I was pregnant, then I called them to book an appointment. So they made my appointment a week after I called them because that moment I think I was around 5 weeks gestation. A few days after that, I found out that I was bleeding. Not like a spotting bleedings, but it's quite a lot. Upon calling the Paragon Medical Center gynae, they informed me that they don't have any slot on the day itself, but I was concerned because if there is any problem, any issue, it should be tackled earlier. So they did try to help me to book an appointment the day after that, but to me, I think it's too late. If anything were to happen by then, I will not forgive myself. They did also told me that if I don't want the next day's appointment, then I can search other clinic. I understand that they want the best for me, so I chose to find another clinic. I called every clinic in Singapore, gynae clinic in Singapore, and almost all of the clinics are fully booked for the day itself because they don't accept walk-in, which I think they should make a little bit of slot of walk-in in case for an emergency like this. But I was blessed to find one gynae clinic in Mount Elizabeth Orchard, so that's the connection. Fast forward to that, I managed to get the appointment and I met the doctor. She was the first person to congratulate me and confirm me that the pregnancy is healthy. She assured me that the bleeding is actually implantation bleeding. But I raised my concern that it's a little bit too much of blood for an implantation bleeding. So my doctor said that probably not everyone will have a light or heavy, so it depends on every person. She assured me the baby is the embryo, actually the embryo is good, and she even let me hear the first time the heartbeat of my baby Alois, and that's the most beautiful sound I ever heard. I almost teared up. Initially, I did not plan to make into a YouTube video, so you might find most of the videos, not most actually, it's all of the videos are in portrait mode. I was thinking to make it into reels, but since I started my YouTube video again, so I'm gonna talk into it and then put more information while I show the video. So on the day we traveled to the hospital, it was raining. It's in the middle of the night of the 1st of March, and we arrived in the hospital around 12:05, and then we walked directly to the delivery ward as advised by the nurse in the clinic of my gynae. Upon arriving there, we were escorted by the nurse, the first nurse who saw us to their registration area, and they confirmed me my name and the name of my gynae as well. After confirming all of my personal details, they escorted me and my husband actually into the delivery room, which is a single-bedded delivery room. And then after arriving inside the delivery room, we get ourselves comfortable, and then the nurse brought me a hospital gown to change into. After I'm done preparing myself, getting myself ready, they were asking me a few questions regarding my pregnancy, and then they checked the dilation. On that time, my cervix were at least, I think, 1 centimeter, so they know that I have to take the tablet for ripening of the cervix. They gave me stool softener first because I'm planning for a normal delivery. So it is important to clear out the bowel. They also strapped me with a fetal monitor, which to track or monitor the heartbeat of the fetus, and then also the contraction to check how strong is the contraction is. At 3 in the morning, the nurse came to check my dilation again, and I was at least around 2 centimeters. So she gave me a concerned face, which I am very scared if a medical personnel is giving you a concerned face. So it's very concerning for us as patient, right? But then she gave me assurance that we have still about 6 hours to wait. So throughout the time while waiting for the process, I fell asleep because they told me that I should sleep as well. It's gonna be a long day for me. They did give me some light refreshments. I think it's like a cup of hot chocolate and a biscuit. Around 7 in the morning, I was woken up by my gynae. She was smiling brightly with me, and then she checked my dilation, and she gave me she gave me a concerned face again, like the nurse. She said that I'm still at 2 centimeters. So they said that probably I can take the Pitocin. So she explained to me that the Pitocin will be giving me a very strong contraction, and it will be very fast that I might not be able to cope. So she also advised me to get the epidural, and I took both. I agree because they said it will be too strong for you to handle. It was very weird, and then I feel like everything is so new. I was so scared, but everyone in the room, the nurse, the neurologist, my doctor, ensured me that everything is going well. They calm me. They all are very gentle when handling me. After getting the epidural, they inserted the catheter in my urinary tract, but I still not giving up. I told the doctor maybe we can wait a little bit longer. Perhaps it just takes a little bit of time for the dilation to happen. So my doctor said, okay, we will wait for another 3 hours. Anyway, the room is very comfortable. There is a TV, and I can watch cartoon the whole day long while waiting. And my husband were entertaining me by playing a fake piano, and then she even put on some music and sound to calm myself so I can get into the labor smoothly. And then after another 3 hours, I think it's about 1 p.m. They're supposed to provide lunch. By their prediction, I supposed to give birth already at 11, but I haven't given birth yet. So they provided lunch for my husband first, because for my case, I am not allowed to have any food until I deliver baby, because there is a potential that I will be going for an operation. So fasting is required. So I haven't eaten until the afternoon, not even water. About 4, I think it's about 4 in the afternoon. So I almost around 16 hours of labor. I was still not close to 10 centimeters, and because my doctor came and checked again, and then I was still at 2 centimeters. So by then my doctor started to give me the option to really opt for the emergency C-section, because if the baby is not out yet, and in case the baby poo in the womb and baby inhale the poo, then my baby might get a lung infection. I'm not sure I should say might, but probably will get a lung infection. I was not prepared for a C-section. I was crying, and then my husband reassured me he will be there. So then because I was so afraid of the C-section, my doctor gave me another hour, see if there is a miracle. And then an hour later, about 5:30, she came, and then she checked again my dilation. Unfortunately, I was so upset already that time. I was still at 2 centimeter dilation. So I said, okay, let's just go for the C-section, because I'm so tired, and I know Alois inside my belly is already so ready to come out. Once I said yes, go for C-section, and then all the nurse came, get me ready, and then there are forms for us to sign, a new form, because initially we want to go for the normal delivery, but for a C-section there is another form for us to sign. After I said yes, the nurse prepared me, and then my neurologist came to me, and then she said that she will administer another dose of painkiller so that lower part of my body is totally numb for the operation. And then there's another wheelchair for them to move me and push to the operation theater. Precisely at 5:45, I said yes. In 15 minutes, they prepared the operation theater, because previously they said there is another patient inside. After they're done, they cleared it. Then they pushed me to the operation theater about at around 6 p.m. Once I entered there, they moved me to the operation bed. They informed me everything they do. They said, okay, Jenny, we will move the lower part of your gown up to your breast area, so it's until below here. They put another cloth in front of me, and I was lying. My hand is inside like this. They said, Jenny, you can tuck yourself inside like this because it's cold. Indeed, it was very cold. I was shivering literally. There were two nurses helping me to put a heater as well as like a massager so that the blood flow is good during the procedure, because my legs already numb. I was unable to move, so the massage and the warming pads, it was very big and heavy actually, really helps me to get some warmth. It's like so casually but happily. I think it's a way to reassure me everything is gonna be alright, which makes me feel like it's gonna be good, because I already can feel the moments that I will be meeting Alois very, very soon. So they cut, I can feel it, but it's just a pressure, not pain kind of feeling. And then I can smell like a burning smell. I think it's because they are using the laser to cut through my my belly. Within around 5 minutes, they said, okay, your husband can come and join you. So they gave scrubs for Emmerich as well, my husband. And then he was beside me, he was holding my hands. And then at that moment, I still can tell him, okay, do you have my phone? Can you take a picture when baby is here? The whole operation theater was like, they were laughing, and then they said, don't worry, Jenny, we will take your picture with your baby. And then a few minutes after that, my neurologist told me, okay, Jenny, I'm gonna push your baby out. At that moment, I said, okay, how are you gonna push my baby out? So with both of her hands, she placed it on top of my my chest, and with all her energy, all her strength, she pushed. It literally gave me a very uncomfortable feeling, like I can't breathe. So she helped me to push 3 times, and then I heard Alois cry. It showed her to me. So they were so happy for me. They took pictures for me and my husband, and then they put Alois on my side. Afterwards, they took Alois and brought Emmerich as well to cut the umbilical cord while they were weighing and checking all the well-beings of Alois. For me, they continue with the operation to get my placenta out, and then they sew my incision area. All of this happens within 15 minutes. Afterwards, they brought me in the recovery area where I was placed with other patients but divided with a lot of curtains around. I was there for about half an hour because they said in case if there is anything, they can quickly treat me. So within the 30 minutes, the nurse came and checked with me, and then I was asking them, where's my baby? I was just asking, where's my baby? They said, oh, don't worry, I will bring your baby for you. They are very, very gentle with the new mother because we are very sensitive in terms of our small ones. After half an hour, I was pushed into my room. It comes together with a shower, toilet, and then it's very clean. When we entered there, I was still very drowsy. They moved me to the bed that I will be using inside the room. My husband was already there, and then they gave me some medication as well. Afterwards, they brought Alois to me. I got not a lot of energy that time because I haven't eaten for almost 24 hours already, because by the time I was pushed back to my room. It was at 8 to 8:30 p.m. And then they asked me if I can eat. I can try to drink water first. But then when they came and provided me the foods, I was unable to foods. I tried to drink water, and then automatically I start to gag and I vomited all of the water that I just drank. So I told them I am not ready for foods yet. And I spent a little bit of time with Alois, and then they said that you can try to breastfeed her. For now, you don't have breast milk yet, but you can try to give her the colostrum first. And after I'm done with Alois, they took Alois back to the baby room. Honestly speaking, it's very challenging at night and after the delivery because it's so dark, everything feels so stuffy, I can't move my body, and it feels like trapped. I was still drowsy from the medication. Luckily, there are nurses coming to check me every 2 hours, see if I'm doing well, and I can always press the help button for the nurse to come. My husband was sleeping at the end there, so I can still call him, but sometimes in the night, I was too weak and I can't even talk properly. So this good thing is that I have the call button and the nurse always comes to me within 1 minute or even less than that. So the next morning after I woke up, they gave me a tablet for me to order the foods, and then I can order directly from there. So I ordered the porridge and they brought me in. So that's my first meal almost 30 hours after the delivery. And then afterwards they brought Alois again to come and try to breastfeed again. There are also someone from another company that collaborated with Mount Elizabeth to give us a free handprint for me, and then a footprint for Alois. So they shared us some packages that we can do hands and feet casting together with the details of the born babies. So every day during the 4 days stay in the hospital, my doctor came to visit me. From the package that we have chosen, they also given us a complimentary dinner celebration. So here I'm showing you the video of the dinner. It was very nice. And then they also have a sparkling wine. It's non-alcoholic, of course. It's very, very tasty and well presented. It's like having a fine dine in a hospital. So here's just a video, the last day that we are staying in the hospital doing my skincare, and then you can see how spacious is the shower room is. This is how I look like after the delivery. Surprisingly, some still thought that after delivery, belly will be flat after that, but no, because the uterus is still the size of the baby's home before the delivery, so still look pregnant, but it's much smaller compared to the time before I deliver Alois. But the first day after I delivered, they encouraged me to start walking. So I've been walking throughout the time I was in the hospital. Sometimes in the middle of the night, I can't sleep, so I took a walk around the ward. There are nurses working the night shifts. Aside from that, they also arranged for a postnatal massaging therapist for me. So it's a 30 minutes massage. They gave you options what kind of massage you want, which part that you would like to focus on. So I just want to add that they also have arranged a breastfeeding consultant for me. So she taught me how to breastfeed, the position, not to be tense on the shoulder, to be relaxed. She also taught me how to troubleshoot when there is problem during breastfeeding or the clot ducts. She also taught me how to use the breast pump properly. Upon completing all of the documents, it cost us a total of $26,000 to $28,000, and that's how expensive it is to deliver baby in Singapore, especially in the private sector, right? Inside the package that we chose for our delivery, they gave us a complimentary limousine ride from the hospital to our home, back to our home. So we got our things out of the room thanks to all of the Mount Elizabeth staff. We were very pleased with their service. We went to the hospital as 2, came back home as 3. And that's my experience with Mount Elizabeth Orchard, Singapore. Also, can I say it's a review? It was a very nice experience, and if I were to deliver another baby, I might consider them again. So if you have any further question regarding to this video, you can drop the comments down below. You can also let me know if there is any video pregnancy related, postpartum related down below, and I will definitely answer you at the soonest, at my best. I might do postpartum videos next, so keep a look at it. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, and I see you guys again next time. Bye!